Hello, my fellow YouTubians. Jozo Nomad here again. You notice this little guy, this is my first ever, well actually not my first ever, it's the third iteration. Anyway, I just recently got into SSTOs, thanks again Dark Templar 303 for helping me with that. And this is my latest version of it. So, what we're doing here with this guy, is unfortunately an earlier prototype of this crashed on Minmus. Didn't quite successfully make it the way I wanted it to and exploded. The guy's still alive, so we're gonna go save him. And I've tweaked a couple things here and there to make it work better. And yeah, this guy, he's pretty fun to build. I mean, you get going 15,000 meters a second, high altitude, and start skipping off the atmosphere and whatnot. You may be wondering why I'm going to Minmus and not the moon. Well, my reasoning is I found Minmus just easier to get to because it's got such a ridiculously low gravity that you can touch off and come and leave with almost no delta V. It's really easy to do. And as such, this little ship here is actually a low gravity VTOL. It's not a VTOL on like Kerbin or something like that. Maybe it can be. It just needs a bit more tweaking. Although I want to make the design that's more efficient than this one. It's not very efficient, as you guys have already seen. It's got lots of bits and bobs and things hanging off the sides and whatnot, and all that great glorious thing. Other than that, though, it's pretty fun and easy to drive. Here we are. Here's the crash site. See, I was actually this is that little yellow dot there. That was the second time an SSTO had been to Minmus, and I was trying to land at the first site, and then this kind of happened. But I love low gravity worlds. They're so awesome because you can do things like this, which you'll see here in about 30 seconds. The gravity's so low on these types of environments that even on like a 2 contact point, so long as you have some kind of SAS activated and the SAS can stay powered, you can just touch down gently on the ground, and the SAS will keep you vertical, which is really nice and convenient because I don't really need landing legs on this. Although I thought about it later and I was like, I could just use the VTOL engines that I got on this to kind of lower it down. But you know what they say about hindsight, it's always 20/20. Or maybe you don't know. Maybe you just learned something. Haha, see, I'm smart too. Anyway, so yeah, I just touched down here. You can see the things wiggling, trying to keep me straight, and I freak out for a second. Oh, no, don't fall over, don't fall over. Yeah, just kind of harangue it back into place here. And then I realized, wait, how am I going to get out in this thing without knocking it over? So I quick save, just to make sure I don't blow up anything, which I'm very prone to doing, hence this whole rescue mission here. And I start to push it back over. Yeah, look at all those they're jet intake things. It's so silly. So I drop the gears here, make sure I can absorb a little bit of shock when I come down. And that's when I remember, oh yeah, I have those tiny little VTOL engines, so I can, kind of slow the descent a little bit more. Just slowly push it over, ever so slowly. There. Oh yeah, I gotta take off SAS, otherwise this thing won't actually go down. It'll just keep wanting to stay where it is. So take off SAS, slowly goes down. And I didn't realize it until this mission that the landing gears actually have lights on them, so it reflects incredibly bright. But whatever, just deal with it. And yes, that is a lot of jet engines. I like doing things with a lot of power. Hence my previous videos with really large ships. Other than that, now it's time for this guy to get out and start heading over and making sure his buddy is still safe and sound and in one piece. And it's ridiculous how low gravity this place is. You just go whee and fly off and thunk. Take a nice dramatic shot as he slowly walks in upon the debris field. Here he is, on the lights. Buddy's fine. Yep, a little shaken up, maybe a little bored. He probably had some playing cards in there, so he's fine. Turns around, everything seems to be in order. Probably has to go to the restroom too, but whatever. He seems happy. He just pauses there for a second and tells Buddy thanks. However, in true Kerbal form, he is always interested in science and other planets, so let's just stop here for a second to take a couple samples and all that. Get all this. I wonder why the surface is this weird minty color. It's rather strange. Anyway, so he decides instead of walking all the way back, he's just gonna take the expressway and just jet across. And then just wee la di da di da di da. This is so much fun to fly around like this, these little jetpacks, and do it without any of the heads-up display. just fly blind. Like, yeah, I got this skill. Anyway, so just kind of slowly squeaks back in there. Remember to decelerate properly, or else you fly around like I am, like an idiot. Be like, I'm trying to land properly. And yeah, it just takes practice too. I'm like, gosh, that's so many air intakes. Don't judge me. So now that that's done, we decide to plant a flag to commemorate the event, like he's done here. The Kerbal Creed, saying that we will never leave a man behind, as you should, unless he's dead and in several pieces. Don't know what to do at that point. Is it like a burial at space? I mean, how would you do that? They did that back in, like, you know, the olden seafaring days. You did burials at sea, and I think we still do that sometimes for like people who are in the Navy. I'm not entirely certain about that. So anyway, you start flying back. Oh, and that little wing back there that my guy just flew past, for some reason never had a marker as debris, so it's just kind of like a non-entity, just kind of there. Just kind of looks interesting, but it's not marked. Maybe it has a stealth coating. I don't know. We discovered a new material. Anyway, so let's just kind of hop back on this little bird here. Slowly, carefully, don't knock yourself out. Alright, now we're here. That's it, and it's mission accomplished.